perspective focuses on individual interactions, not large social structures. Origins emerged in the mid-20th century, influenced by philosophers like George Herbert Mead. Response to macro theories, a reaction against theories like structural functionalism, which focus on large institutions. Key ideal society is created through repeated interactions between individuals. Focus on meaning. Individuals interpret and assign meaning to their interactions using symbols and language. Agency of individuals emphasize individuals as active agents in shaping their social world rather than being passively defined by society. Subjective experience focuses on how people make sense of the world from their own perspective.
Now, I will talk about what is symbolic interactionism. First definition is a sociological theory explaining how people create, share meaning and social construct through everyday interaction using language, symbol and gesture. Second, from micro level focus, it's a focus on individual level interactions, both verbal and non-verbal, and the meaning attached to symbol in these interactions. Third, from George Herbert Mead's point of view, symbolic interactionism is the ongoing use of language and gesture in anticipation of how the other will react. Symbolic communication is involved both verbal and non-verbal communication, where people live in both natural and symbolic environment.
The symbolic interactionism theory started in the early 20th century, where George Herbert Mead developed the foundation of it. He argued that self-identity is developed through interaction with others. At the same timeline, Charles Horton Cooley introduced the concept of the looking glass self, which highlights how self-identity is shaped by how others perceive us. In 1937, Herbert Blumer emphasized that people act based on the meanings they assign to things, which comes from social interactions. In the 1960s, the influence of the University of Chicago focused on empirical research in everyday interactions. Then, from the 1970s to 1980s, processual interactionism studied how social meanings and identity change over time. In the year 1986, Howard Becker expanded on this theory by focusing on art and aesthetics. And finally, from the 1990s to present time, the integration of this theory contemporary sociological issues appeared.
The definition of the situations refers to an individual interpretation and assessment of the social context, which play a central role in shaping how people act and interact in various situations, as emphasized in symbolic interactionism. Blumer's four key elements of social interaction emphasize that people act based on the meaning they attach to objects, people, and situations. These meanings are derived through social interaction with others and are shaped by the social and cultural context. Furthermore, meanings are constantly created and reinterpreted as a result of ongoing social interaction. Social interaction involves the exchange of symbols such as language and gestures to convey meaning. Through this interaction, individuals negotiate and align their definition of situations, a process that often includes elements of conflict, compromise, and consensus. Objective interpretations refer to how individual personal understanding of the situation is influenced by their past experience, belief, emotion, and cognitive biases. This interpretation is dynamic and evolves as new information reflects social context, including cultural, historical, and institutional factors, influences how individuals interpret and define situations. Additionally, a person's social position, such as gender, race, socioeconomic status, and age, plays a significant role in shaping their interpretation of the situation. Interpretations refer to how individual personal understanding of the situation is influenced by their past experience, belief, emotion, and cognitive biases. This interpretation is dynamic and evolves as new information.
How to apply symbolic interactionism theory in our life? There's the three ways how to apply symbolic interactionism theory in our life. For individuals, the understanding and application of symbolism interactionism may bring about deep personal growth, greater self-awareness, and hence more significant relationship. In individual, we highlight three things. There are making and keeping personal relations, the reshaping of social norms and expectations, developing empathy and understanding. About making and keeping personal relations, they can be words, gestures, or rituals that express so much love, tenderness, and connection between two people. For example, cooking meals for someone can signify more than just kindness. Making new rituals such as family dinners or regular catch-up with friends. Second is the reshaping of social norms and expectations. Social norms and expectations evolve through interaction and action of individuals or groups. For example, someone pressures to follow a traditional career path like becoming a doctor or engineer may choose instead to pursue their true passion. Developing and understanding. Connection with others grows by understanding their thoughts and feelings. For example, during an argument, focus on the emotions behind words rather than the words themselves can uncover the reasons for the feeling or actions, reducing misunderstanding.
So we moving on to group point. One point is shaping and reshaping group norms. Group norms guide interaction and evolve with members. For example, a team huddle fosters motivation and unity after a win. For second point is enhancing leadership through symbolics. A leader under symbolics interactionism understand how their actions shape group perception. For example, actively listening to others shows openness and inclusive fostering group loyalty. For last point is encouraging for active participate. Recognizing and valuing individual contribution strengthens group bonds as per symbolic interactionism. For instance, acknowledge a suggestion in a meeting, even if not adopt, makes members feel included and motivated, fostering active participation. So next, I would like to inform about organization. 4.1 is building strong organizational identity. Organization use symbol like logos, mission, statement, uniform, and office design to convey values and goals. For example, an open office promotes teamwork, while mission statement guide daily action. These symbols align with employers' interpretation, fostering a cohesive identity. Moving on to the second point is resolving workplace conflict. Workplace conflict often stem from miscommunication or differing interpretation. Symbolic interactionism suggests resolving them by understanding each other's perspective. For example, a manager encourages open dialogue, help employees share their views and feelings freely, fostering resolution. For the last point is enhancing employee motivation and engagement. A timely thank you from a supervisor shows appreciation and fosters a positive work environment. When organizations prioritize recognition, employees feel valued and motivated, leading to the higher performance and stronger dedication to organizational goals.
In conclusion, symbolic interactionism offers a profound framework for understanding how symbol and action shape social life by emphasizing personal narrative emotions and individual perspective. It depends our appreciation for human diversity and self-understanding. Furthermore, by addressing the internalization of social norms and stigmas, it encourages individuals to oppose prejudice and support diversity